Everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome. Based on a special request from a subscriber, we'll be drafting a very stylish pattern today. We'll be drafting a Basque waistline princess dart bustier with a very stylish yoke. We'll be going ahead to draft this pattern, and I hope the subscriber is watching. I won't be mentioning your name, but if you see this tutorial, this is for you. Right now, I've proceeded to marking my shoulder to bust line 9 inches, and I'll be adding 1 inch for extended bust line. I'll explain later why I have that measurement. I'll be marking my shoulder to bust line, shoulder to bust point 10.5 inches, which will make 11 inches, shoulder to waist, that's 16 inches, shoulder to under bust 14.5, shoulder to hip 23 inches, and shoulder to length, because of the Basque waistline, I'll be using 24. So right now, proceed to extending the lines just as shown, and after extending, I'll proceed to labeling the lines so that we don't get confused. Now, the reason why I added an extended bust line measurement of 1 inch is because when we cut out our yoke, we'll be joining it to our normal bustier, our princess bustier. That's why I added the extended bust line. You see there, I've labeled it extended bust line. So instead of my bust line being 9 inches, my shoulder to bust line will be 10 inches. So right now, I've proceeded to marking all of my measurements, and I'll just proceed to extending the lines, and I'll start with the measuring of my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16 inches divided by 2. That will give me 8 inches. Mark your own shoulder measurement and divide by 2. So right now, extend the lines just as shown, and I'll come down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. After coming down by 1 inch, I'll mark the neck width of 4 inches. You can do 5 if that's what you want, but don't go beyond 5 inches so that your pattern will come out exactly like mine. So right now, connect the shoulder slope to meet the line, and I've gone ahead to do that. The next thing is to cover out our neck depth, our neckline. I came down also by 4 inches for the neck depth, if you are wondering why. The neck, if you look at the thumbnail, the neck is not really so deep, so I'll be using 4 inches. I don't want mine too tight. You can do 3.5 if you want, but I'm making use of 4 inches. The next step is to cover out our armhole. In order to do that, I'll be marking my bust round measurement of 42 inches divided by 4. That will give me 10.5. I'll mark that measurement, and I'll come in once on my armhole line by 0.5 inches and go ahead and cover out my armhole just like I've done. So right now, I'll be marking 2 inches upwards for my chest line. For this pattern, you need your chest line measurement because of the bustier, because of the cup. You need your chest line measurement, and your chest line is 2 inches upwards. You can see me adjusting because my normal bust line is 9 inches. So I marked for my extended bust line to get that 2 inches mark. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Please just watch the video. Normally, from your bust line to your chest line should be 2 inches, at most 2.5 inches if you are busty, but I'll be marking 2 inches for my extended bust line. So right now, I'll proceed to marking my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 8 inches divided by 2 plus 0.5 inches of sewing allowance. That will give me 4.5. So I'll mark that measurement all the way down to meet my length. So I'll proceed now to extending the lines just as shown, and we'll start marking our measurement right from that line. So the next step now is to take in our dart. I'll be going 1 inch on both sides. For my dart, that'll be 2 inches of dart taking, and I'll connect the lines from the length to meet my underbust. Please watch how I draft my pattern. Watch how I align my darts. You mark your darts from the length to your underbust. So from there, I'll make a curve to meet my bust point. I don't know if you understand what I'm doing, but just watch the video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. So I'll make a curve from my underbust to meet my bust point. So after that, the next step, since we took 2 inches for our dart intake, we'll come to our chest line and take 2 inches as well for our dart intake. Now, because you're taking 2 inches on the chest line, please replace your dart on the extended sleeve, extended bust line by 2 inches as well. You don't want to have shortage of fabric when you're working with your fabric. Please go outwards by 2 inches. If you're taking 3 inches, please go outwards by 3 inches as well. So I went ahead to take my dart. So I'll proceed now to carving out the cup. I'll be carving mine like this because it's a tube kind of princess bustier. So I'll proceed to carving my tube. So I came down by 1.5 inches for the tube curve. You can do 1 inch if that's what works for you. It's also fine. So I'll proceed to extending my lines to meet my armhole line. Please just watch how I do this part. I've gone ahead to extend my line to meet my armhole line. Now, note that point We'll go inwards by 1.5 inches. You can do 1 inch if that's what works for you, it's fine. But I'll be doing 1.5 inches. I noted that mark because we'll be drafting the same thing at the other armhole as well. So here I'm just placing my curve ruler to, ensure that I'm able to draft out the curve. If you look at the thumbnail, the curve for the front pattern, it comes out looking like this. So you can do any curve of your choice, you can do any stylish neckline of your choice, but for this tutorial, based on a special request, we'll be going ahead to drafting this pattern. In order for us to get that exact yoke design on the thumbnail, I'll proceed to extending the lines with my curved ruler just as shown, and after that we'll proceed to imputing our measurement. We'll still continue the drafting of the yoke when I'm about to cut out the pattern. You see how I continue to draft out the yoke when I'm cutting out the pattern. From the midpoint of my armhole, I went outwards by 2 inches, and that's because I took a dart of 2 inches, so I'll have enough fabric to work with. I'll just connect the lines to meet my armhole line on the extended bust line. I'll be marking that measurement to meet my armhole line, because after joining you want to have enough fabric to work with. So I'll attach my sewing allowance of 2 inches. I'll be adding 2 inches of sewing allowance. I'll come to my waist, and my waist is 38 divided by 4. That will give me 9.5 plus 2 inches of dart taken and 2 inches of sewing allowance. I'll come to my hip measurement. 44 divided by 4, that will give me 11 inches. I'll mark that measurement, and I'll mark 2 inches of dart taken and 2 inches of sewing allowance. I'm going ahead to do this step because although we don't need the hip measurement because of the Basque waistline, that's why we drafted the hip measurement, but we'll go ahead and do this step because of beginners watching my tutorial so that we can understand what we are doing. I've gone ahead to add the sewing allowance so that we can be able to cover out our waist to our hip, although the measurement is not needed, but we'll proceed to doing that. So right now that we are done with this pattern, I'll proceed to marking my basque. I'll go upwards by 1 inch. You can do 0.5 inches. After marking that measurement, I'll connect from that line to meet the 24 inches length of my basque. This is how I'll be drafting my basque. I've gone ahead to roll a straight line. After marking it like this, we'll go ahead to cut out the pattern just as shown. If you have got to this point, please give this video a like so that YouTube can push up my content and so that other people can be able to learn from this tutorial. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, and thank you for watching this tutorial. So right now, I've gone ahead to cut out my pattern. Please watch how I cut out my pattern. Don't make a mistake cutting out yours. Now pay attention to this part. I'll proceed now to opening up my pattern. You can see I've opened it up. So right now, we'll go ahead. Remember I took 2 inches on the armhole midpoint, so I'll extend the lines to form that yoke part. I'll extend the line to form that yoke part because we'll be designing the yoke. So that 2 inches, I'll replace it at the armhole at the midpoint as well, and I'll just roll a straight line just to mark it so I won't make a mistake. You can see me rolling that line just to note my armhole. So I'll proceed now to cutting out the neckline and the shoulder part, that's the shoulder slope. So right now I'll be able to connect my lines and form the stylish neckline. Please watch how I do this part. Just watch how I connect the lines to be able to form that yoke part. Now, because I want the exact yoke pattern on the thumbnail, I'll proceed to adjusting my yoke just as shown. I'll place my curve ruler on that line and I'll just form a curve just as shown because I want exactly what's on the thumbnail, how we do on this channel, and I'll be adjusting my lines. After doing that, I'll proceed to cutting out my pattern. Please watch how I cut out my pattern. You see me cutting out the tube bustier first. I'll cut out my tube bustier part first before cutting out the yoke. You want to ensure that you cut out your pattern like this before placing on fabric. By the time you cut out your pattern like this, all you have to do is just place the pattern paper on the fabric, then cut out. So right now I'm done with the bustier part. I've cut it out, so I'll place it aside. So I'll come to the yoke now. Watch how I cut out the yoke. Now you see the curve, stylish design and the yoke. That's what I'm cutting out now. I'm cutting out the stylish design on the yoke, and you see what I'm doing there. So I've gone ahead to cut it out. I've trimmed out the excess. So now we have our neck pattern. So in order for us to see what we've done so far, I'll proceed to bringing out my pins, and I'll pin this pattern together so we can see what we have at the end of the day. So right now I'll proceed to pinning down my pattern, and we'll see what we have at the end of the day. So I've gone ahead to pin down my pattern. This is what we have. You can see the bustier part is standing. Remember that extended sleeve, I marked that for the joining of the yoke to the armhole area. So I've gone ahead to do that. You can see the way it came out. Now you notice that at the hem, my hem is not aligning with my basque. So all you have to do is just proceed to trimming. And the reason why we have that gap is because of the extended line, the extended bust line measurement. So you don't have to worry. All you have to do is just trim out this part so that it will align with what we are, trying to make. So right now I'm gonna head to trim it out. Now you see our bustier standing perfectly. Now when you're sewing this outfit, please ensure that you use a wadding to pad your bustier, or you use an interface or soft paper stay or air stay to pad your bustier. And this is the outcome of the yoke. Now we are done with the front pattern. We'll proceed to the back pattern. The back pattern is quite easy. I'll be using a normal basic back pattern. So I've gone ahead to mark my zipper allowance, shoulder to bust line, shoulder to bust point, shoulder to waist. The back pattern will be ending at our waist measurement. I've gone ahead to mark 4 inches of neck width for the back as well, and I'll come down by 1.5 inch for the back neck depth. So I'll mark that measurement and I'll just curve my back neckline just as shown. And after that, I'll proceed to marking my armhole, mark my bust round measurement, add 2 inches of sewing allowance, and I'll just proceed to marking my back armhole just as shown. After marking the back armhole, I'll proceed to marking my bust point, nipple to nipple plus 0.5 inches sewing allowance. That's 4.5 inches. I'll mark that all the way down. After marking that, I'll proceed to take in 0.5 inches on both sides for my dart taking for the back. I'll be using 0.5 inches for the back. You can do 1 inch, whichever one works fine. Just make sure you have a dart placement at the back of your pattern so that it comes out looking nice. So right now, I'll go ahead to mark my measurement and impute my 1 inch of dart taking and 2 inches of sewing allowance. So I'll connect those lines together, and I'll come to my waistline and I'll go in by 0.5 inches in order to remove zipper bulge and to snatch my back. I'll go ahead and do this. I don't have any pattern paper left, so I'll just be marking that 0.5 inch, and I'll be cutting out my pattern just as shown. We are done with the back pattern. To the subscriber who requested for this pattern drafting tutorial, I hope you're able to learn 1 or 2 things. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. To my new subscribers, welcome to the family. On this channel, we do sewing tutorials and pattern drafting. If you have any requests, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll be sure to reply. Thank you for watching this video today. Until I come your way again, bye.